Welcome back to more DNGN dungeon. Still same day recording this as the last two videos, so I've not had a chance to look at comments pointing out possible misplays or rules mistakes. Still trying to get back into the game after a long break, but I'm feeling fine. And last time we completed the raid on the village and are now following our path along this glacier here. And I've prepared the dungeon deck with 2 regular rooms and then 1 regular one with the objective shuffled up. So room 3 or 4 will be our objective, and we just have to reach the star. So no boss in this case. There's traps for 3 and 5 damage, which is nasty, so hope we can avoid those. Also, the ice is slippery. We read this out last time as well, so push and pull effects are doubled. That might make it a bit tricky with the traps if the enemies push or pull us. And those enemies are the direwolf and the polar bear, which I've got up here already. And we do see some heavy pushes there. Double push here and triple push there on the polar bear. Also the polar bear, frenzy, double healing, double bleeding. Yeah, that looks brutal. 2, 3 and 4 damage. And if we get unlucky, it'll have 3 defend. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to those. I hope we fight them one at a time. But I do think the pentagon is one of the rarer symbols from what we've seen so far. So maybe there's not going to be tons of polar bears running around. Okay, let's just get into it here. And we bought the Grimoire last time, I didn't even mention, so we'll be trying that one out now. And upgraded our stamina, 1 extra cube. So let's look at our first room here. Put those to the side. And there we go. Okay, polar bear right off the bat. But no dire wolves, just more traps. Okay, I'll set this up quickly. There we are, and also I just noticed the polar bear has 12 HP. I didn't even look at that before. Yeah, that's as much as we do. So this is quite scary. I do think you could interpret that one of 2 ways. You could either say, oh wow, the polar bear has so much HP, or our character is built like a bear. We'll see here. Okay, let's start assigning actions. So with the Grimoire, we do have to charge up mana first before we can do much of anything. The polar bear gets 3 or 2 movement and has no ranged attacks, only range 1, so we might be able to outrun it for a bit here before we have all of our mana charged up. Also the timer starts at 9, I forgot to mention. So maybe put some cubes into movement here. We luckily have 3 movement without even having to exhaust any cubes. And then I would probably charge or channel, I think is what I've been calling it. And I don't think I want to get close to the bear yet. So probably this might be our turn. We do have 1 more. Could use it for an attack. I mean, we can push, so we might be able to push the bear into a trap if we go about this in a smart way. So it'll move 3 or 2. So if we move maybe down here, it won't be able to get us for a bit. Also, we don't want to corner ourselves in front of a trap, because monsters will try to push you into traps if they can. Yeah. Okay, I think I'll leave our cubes like that. Honestly, there's no reason not to get that 1 defend. I don't know why. I don't think we're getting hit, but so be it. And there's no wolves, so we don't have to draw a behavior for them. So that's the triangle behavior, which would be the bleed attack, but only 2 movements, so we can definitely try getting away here. Now if we move 3 and stand down here, the bear might push us into the trap. Now if we move 3 to here, we are not in a straight line with that trap, so that might be smarter. So 1, 2, 3, down to the corner here. And this is 5 hexes and this is 6 hexes, so it would still come around here. If that trap wasn't there, we would be able to sort of loop the bear around, kite it as it were, like you do in video games, but we'll see about that. Okay, so that was our movement. We charge up. I don't think we want to switch out equipment yet. We do want the Grimoire, I think. And yeah, that's charging as well. And we have 1 defend, which is not going to matter. So the bear will just move closer to us, trying to get to melee range. So I guess 1. And now he's within 4 hexes here and within 5 there. And also it won't move across the trap. So it'll come around there too. I think that's fine. Yeah, so sucks a bit that we have to spend our very first turn channeling mana every time. But if we go about it smartly, it's only going to be the first turn of the mission if we keep replenishing our mana as best as we can. Yeah. Okay, so let's assign here again. If we want to use the Grimoire, the defense and the healing seem a bit unnecessary, but I want to try to channel that focus where we can. And now what do we want to do? We don't have enough movement to get close to the bear and then get away again. So maybe we just stay at range and prepare our fireball, which is our only ranged attack. That's gonna be a slow process, but this is a big enemy. So maybe save that 1 mana, just put more into movement, and obviously channeling back mana there. We are not hurt yet, otherwise we could use that to heal. I think we might be fine trying to sort of maybe loop the bear around down here if we keep our distance properly. And then we might be able to just keep throwing fireballs and heal with our 4 mana there. But I did want to try out the Grimoire. Yeah, I'm realizing now that this is a lot, this does take a lot of mana up that we would otherwise need here. But I do want the focus cube prepared. Even if we don't use it on this fight, it's just good to have that prepared. Yeah, doing some setup turns here. Let's get the extra movement and defense again, and that'll just be our turn. Why not? Alright. So draw the behavior. It's hexes. So the bear won't even move, will just be defending. Now that is peculiar for us, because it means we're not at in line of sight. So if we want to throw a fireball next turn, we'd have to step out from behind here and then back to be able to yeah, not get hit. So maybe we actually want to oddly use our movement now to move towards the bear. Move 2 up here. Close in the gap again. We know the bear is not moving. It's not coming at us. So that's a 2 movement. We have 1 defend. We heal. We channel the focus cube. Put those back. And now we channel those back. the old dance here. And the movement is just gonna be wasted, I think, and the defense does nothing. Like this. Now we have all of our cubes ready, 2 turns of setup. I should decrease the timer twice because the bear doesn't act. We're done with the bear's turn. Yeah, feels a bit slow for now, but I want to be careful here. So now we reassign. So if the bear moves 3, it is best for us to put 3 movement in ourselves so we can stay at range. And I am probably gonna use that focus just because I want to do damage to it. I'm almost thinking of risking getting hit once. If we move in by 1 and just hit it here with our melee, that'll be a lot more damage than the fireball. Then we might be able to heal afterwards. So essentially what I'm saying is do it like this and have the mana ready and step in 1 and then back out 1, and we could even actually defend for 1 here, do channel 1 mana back and defend for 1 here. So we have 2 defense as well, just in case the bear attacks. Yeah, I think that's fine. Just cause using the focus cube here is good, but that's just the same amount of damage as our strong attack, and we get the extra weak attacks here as well. Actually, I mean, we could also, while we have the chance, just go all out, throw the fireball as well. Doesn't really matter if we double that or that. And channel 1 more back, just put all of our cubes here in play. Does mean the way I have it set up right now, we won't get all the mana back, just 2. Okay, I've just had a proper think about this, and the way we've set it up right now, the bear's gonna get me either way, except if it's got that behavior that just stands still and heals. But that's bad anyways, because then it will block 3 damage, so we hope that doesn't happen on the turn where we are doing our big attack. So if I move in by 1, do my melee, and then move out by 2, and do my ranged, then I will end up here. And that just means that the bear is gonna get to me, because I'll be at 3 range and it has 2 or 3 movement. So it will be able to close that gap. And especially if I move down here, it might even be able to push me into the trap, because then I'm in line with the trap. I am at the moment as well. And I don't want to move into the corner and get blocked in there between the bear and the trap. So instead, I think we'll just do the 1 movement, except that we will get hit. And we'll use a movement from our boots to be able to block and channel back all of our mana instead. So we're doing big attacks and putting up defenses, knowing full well we're going to get hit, but we'll have our next turn with all of our mana available to be able to, do some healing, maybe throw another fireball and then move out of there. I hope that's not a mistake, because so far we've been at a nice distance and we can only move 3, at least without exhausting cubes, and the bear can move 3, so once we close that gap it might stay on our tail, sort of. But I'll do it like this. I think that's more sensible than moving in, than moving out and getting hit anyways, and then being in line with the trap. So let's draw here. Okay, not the defend behavior, but it is the push behavior. So actually quite nice that I thought about that. Yeah, 1 defend, 1 range, 4 damage. That's high damage, and 3 movement. All right, so we'll do what I just talked about. We'll move in here, and the bear won't be able to push us into that trap. because I don't think it can push us sideways. Pushing and pulling is always further away or closer, and sideways doesn't change the distance. So that was on one movement here. We have our 2 defend up. And actually before moving in, we should do a fireball, I just realized. So we'll do it like that, throw our fireball, doing 2 damage to the bear, which will be reduced by 1. It's really sad to throw a fireball and have it do only 1 damage, but this is only preparation for our next move, which is moving in and using our melee attack for 1, 2, and another 4, so 6 damage. And the defense is already broken, so taking the bear down to 5. Just wiped out half of the HP there. Yeah, and then we've got the 2 defend activated. And I've already put the mana cubes back there because we're channeling 4. And we have the option of switching out our equipment when we use this channel here. So do we want to switch in the X? Quick reminder, this is what the X does. Don't think it's too great. I just like the frenzy when getting swarmed. But I think the Grimoire with the defend and maybe even the healing will be of more use to us. Okay, so now the bear will try to move to range 1, which it already is, and just does 4 damage to us, which will be reduced by 2 because of our defend. And we get pushed back 3 times, doubled because of the slippery eyes, but it just gets moved in line of sight. So, or we get moved in line of sight, so we can't go further. So we get slid against the wall there, pushed against the wall, which doesn't sound nice either, but I don't think there's damage for that in this game. Yeah, so I think a bit tricky the turn, but we did well. Let's keep assigning cubes here. Do we want to recharge our focus cube or just do some damage? Now, are we able to do 6 damage before the bear gets to act? If we are, that's great, then we can just kill it. Except if it has that 3 defend behavior, that would suck. Let's see here, let's see. So assuming we want to attack again, which then would require us to move in again. And also probably do more than just the 4 damage. But the other one we have is the fireball. That would be all of our mana and then we can't heal. So maybe instead play it slow here. Or also, speaking of slow, didn't tick down the timer again. I keep forgetting that. So maybe we do it like this. Healing for 2 and channeling back the mana. Actually, maybe I'll switch that in for just a heal of 1 and the focus. I just can't resist the focus. Just having it ready itself is also good. And together with the boots, I think that's another fine combo. But this does mean we will just move in 1 and definitely be hit again. But with our 2 defend and healing for 1, then afterwards, after killing the bear, we can move towards the exit, which will be 1 or 2 more turns definitely, so we can heal then. Spending a lot of time on this first room, but I hope this is one of the tougher ones just because of the bear, because it's so tanky. Just hope it doesn't heal up. That would be really annoying. Yeah, so I don't think we have lethal here. Although, if we do use that fireball, like I talked about, we can do 6 damage. It just hinges on the bear not having that high defense. And we are only defending for 1 and not healing, but we might be able to heal afterwards while getting to the exit. Okay, let's instead try to kill the bear as quickly as possible. Yeah, I've just made up my mind. Okay, let's draw here, circle. Oh no, okay, I thought that was the defense behavior, but actually it has 0 defense. That's the frenzy attack. So I think that's good for us. Throw a fireball, doing 2 damage to the bear, putting it at 5, and move in 1, and do another 4 damage here, putting the bear at 0, killing it. Very nice. Yeah, good thing I switched that around. And we channel back 4 actually. It's so nice that 1 extra stamina cube really does something. I mean, I say that, and in this round it didn't do anything because it's in defense and we didn't get hit. But the earlier turns, yeah, felt very strong. The Grimoire and the extra stamina, I like it. Okay, so we get 8 gold. I have to get out here, and the timer ticks down as well. And at the end of the turn, we get a choice to loot. And you know me, I will definitely loot, especially because we are 10 of 12 HP. But Scroll of Focus, so okay. I swear I shuffled the deck. When we discarded the scroll last time, afterwards I put it in the deck and shuffled the entire deck. Or maybe that's just very common. That's a bit annoying. I want to see different items. Also, we have the Grimoire now. But oh well. I mean, I'll definitely take it. It served us well in the past. I'd just like to see something else. But maybe there's several in there, something like that. I haven't looked at the whole deck. Yeah, that's our turn. Already ticked down the timer. Now we get to movement mode. Full movement. And I do think we can exhaust some cubes here because we'll take 2 turns to the door anyways. So I think it's fine to exhaust cubes on this turn, and we'll get them back next time. Maybe even do it like this, so we're extra fast, and then see about healing. We want to heal 2, like this, and maybe even get that focus ready. Yeah, why not? That's an extra heal that we don't need, but that's fine, I think. Okay, let's do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movement. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll move around the trap, obviously. Heal for 2, putting up at max HP. Ready that focus. Heal for 1, which doesn't do anything. Defend, which doesn't do anything. Channel 2 of our mana back. Bit annoying, the cards are so slippery on this mat I'm playing on here, this desk mat. And the defense does nothing. And these 2 should be exhausted, should be there. Okay, timer ticks down. And now we just need 2 movement to get to the door. And probably just want to get our cubes ready here. So focus. Very nice. We're looking good, I'd say. So we move 2. We ready our cubes. And also these should have been moved back into the pool at the beginning of the action phase, like that. And now we can uncover the next part of the dungeon, tick down the timer. That doesn't fit very well. Yeah, we'll just have to imagine that. That continues there. I can't really... Oh, just about. Okay. So what do we have here? No bear, I like to see that. And just one dire wolf. Okay. Considerably nicer looking. Although we are blocked off by a line of traps on this side. Okay, the video has been going on for about half an hour, so I think we'll do this room and then end it there for this episode. So let's assign cubes here. We want to move in. Actually, let's see about the direwolf's movement. So 1 or 0 defense, 3 or 4 movement. It's got 1, 2 ranged attack, but that doesn't do any damage. What? Oh, so that's a ranged boost and a bleed clear, so it can support or boost other enemies, but that's not important because there are no other enemies on the map right now. Alright, so it just does 2 damage and has range 1. It seems doable. Let's go in here and maybe just see. If we want to throw a fireball, we have to be in line of sight, which I think would require us to get to at least here, which is 4 spaces. Because, as we looked up earlier, line of sight is not just a straight line of hexes, it's if you can draw a line between the 2 hexes, between any parts of the hexes. So these two, the wolf and that hex, can see each other around the corner. So if we want to use our fireball right off the bat, we might want to, yeah, move 1 more, which would require us to exhaust. Now, or do we do melee? No, we can't get close enough, except if we exhaust a lot, which I don't like. Or do we just wait a turn? Do we stall? I don't want to be so slow here. Thing is, we do get hit if we just move in and throw the fireball. Actually, that might not be so bad because we can defend for 2 pretty reliably. And the direwolf only does 2 damage. Actually, it has 1 piercing attack, which means we remove, or the attack removes 1 defense cube. I always thought this meant it just goes through armor, but that's not quite true. It just removes 1 of the defense cubes, or 1 of the actions. So that would increase the damage by 1, essentially, if we blocked. Yeah, let's just do it like that and keep the focus cube up for a rainy day. No, what am I saying? I just talked about us having to exhaust a cube if we want to move in and use the fireball. So we'll have to do it like that. Is that a smart idea? I'm just gonna do it. Okay, let's draw the behavior here. Oh, this is an old behavior. So it's actually not moving, not doing any damage. That's the boost thing. So we won't get hit. Okay, that's fine. Move 4. And I miscounted earlier, didn't I? Oh, wow. I think I messed up. I saw the 4 spaces and thought we had to move 4 between the 2, but obviously we need 5 movement to get to there. Yeah, that's not line of sight. Cool. Cool. Okay. So we throw our fireball into the abyss, into the nothing, burn the traps down maybe. We channel back 1, we channel back 2, and our 2 defend will do nothing. And essentially we've just exhausted a cube for no reason and also spent 1 mana for no reason. What a bad turn. I shouldn't Shouldn't have done it that way, but okay, miscounted. Okay, the wolf's gonna act. Just gonna stay there and boost itself. I put the boost on underneath the wolf here because it always gets so fiddly on the map. And that's gonna be that behavior next round. So we are out 1 mana. And otherwise I could have done it like I did just then with the 2 defend and so on. So maybe instead move in and just... Oh, I'm getting my cubes confused. Could do that. Could move in and just stick the wolf for 6. Which would mean it dies as long as it does not have defend. We don't know. But I don't have my X out, otherwise I could use the Frenzy now for that 1 extra damage. Could have even switched last turn because we had that assigned, but oh well. Let's just do some defending maybe here. And also charge that 1 mana back. And I didn't tick the timer down earlier, so I think that'll be our turn. Doesn't feel great because we're spending the focus. But we have that scroll, we have the Grimoire, and just taking a shot at killing the wolf early, I think, is worth it. So let's see here. Circles, no defend, very nice. So 2 behaviors with defend and 2 without. We got lucky then. So that means we can move in by 2 and do 1, 2 and another 4. So 6 damage to the wolf, killing it. And then we don't have to worry about its push ability and the armor piercing. So that's that. That will be exhausted. We'll channel back 1 mana. So this came back as well at the beginning. And we have 1 more movement left actually. It's nice, we can spend that. And now we can loot, which we definitely will. And I'll end the video afterwards. So let's draw our loot here. Oh no, summoning a square, that's a wolf. Yeah, just had to see where that gets placed, but it just gets placed close to us in an adjacent hex. So maybe got a bit greedy there. We did kill that wolf, so we will gain 2 gold, putting us at 10. But we just created a new problem there for us. Should probably be careful, because I think that could have also just summoned a polar bear, which would not have been fun. But so like this, the timer ticks down and we get to do the whole dance again. Oh, man, that's annoying. Okay, so we can't do an immediate kill shot again because we don't have a focus cube ready. Can't really throw the fireball, can we? I mean, at least we dodged the attack from the wolf that way by killing it and then a new one being summoned. And the summoned monster does not attack immediately, I think, because it's at the end of the turn. We draw the loot card. So maybe this is not terrible. Hitting it for 4 up close and then moving away, which isn't great. Oh, I really should have put it on the left, because then we could just start moving towards the exit. Actually, I might do that, because no new information has been revealed and nothing. And this is like planning our turn. Yeah, I'll allow myself to overdo that decision, so we'll put the wolf there, because then we can actually head closer towards our objective while fighting it. I think that's smarter at the risk of getting cornered, but yeah. Yeah, that's fine, okay. And maybe 1 more movement and 1 defend. I'm liking these iron boots a lot more, now that I'm using them a lot more. Who would have thought? And channel back mana. Or do we wanna ignore the defend and instead channel back all of our mana? No, I think we'll get a chance to do that next turn. Sure. Sure, we'll keep it like that. Or do we need 3 movement? So the wolf has 3 or 4, so it'll be able to get to us either way. So we're really only moving away to be able to use our fireball. So essentially we only need 1 movement actually. Just realized. Sort of similar to with the polar bear earlier. So we can channel back the mana. It's interesting because the monsters just move up to you. And so moving 2 further would really only bring us further to the objective, but we'll have a future turn to do so. And we have to stop at the door anyways. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, let's do it like this. Draw the next behavior. Oh, and that wolf isn't boosted because it died and came back. Let's draw here. Triangles. Okay, no defend. Just a normal 2 damage attack and 3 movement. Oh, I think that means we can kill it. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Yeah, I don't even have a counter up there, but so that puts the wolf at 2. We move back 1 and we throw our fireball, killing the wolf. Very nice. Just gaining another 2 gold there. And yeah, we then channel back our 4 mana. Nice turn, actually. I thought that was going to be more of a problem. But oh well. That just was 2 extra gold in the end. And took 1 extra turn because now the timer ticks down. And we lose that 1 stamina cube. Okay, not thrilled about that. Defend was doing nothing. Let's move 1, 2. And definitely start getting back our focus. I like this Grimoire now. So the setup turns were annoying in the beginning, having to channel all the mana and then having to prepare the focus, sort of taking 2 turns of setup. But being able to do it between rooms, because we usually have 1 sort of turn left over where we're only moving anyways, I really like that, just for healing and refocusing, sort of, so to speak. So let's do that. And we'll have to stop at the exit anyways. Seems fine. So we move 2. We get our focus and heal. And we channel back the mana, which is why I already put it there. And we reveal the next card, which will be for next video, but we'll have a peek. Okay, not the objective. Another annoying card going downwards like that. I'll have to probably just do it like that. And seems like we're gonna be facing another direwolf next time. I think we are experienced with those now. We might be able to just charge in and do a focused melee attack again. The 6 damage attack is sweet. I'm really liking that. Okay, yeah. Hope you had fun. I definitely am getting back into the game and I'm starting to really have a bit of hope here again. Previous videos seemed like we were sort of close to death, but this is going smoothly so far. As always, leave any misplays I made or any tips in the comments. Tell me. I want to learn these games, and I just hope you had fun watching and see you next time. Till then, have a nice day. Bye bye.